So if you take one ball, you might think to yourself, instead of throwing it like normal, what would happen if I threw it around the outside? And I got my second ball, and once again, instead of throwing it like normal, I threw one ball around the outside. And it gets really cool when you get your third ball, because you can do your normal 3-ball cascade, but when you throw one ball around the outside, it creates a completely different shape. And you think to yourself, let's take this idea one step further. What if I threw one ball over the top every third throw? Well, if you did that, you'd end up with this trick called tennis. And I think you can see why it's called tennis. It kind of looks like a tennis ball going over a net. Yeah. But then you might think to yourself, well, what if I throw one ball over the top every other throw instead of every third throw? And if you did that, you'd end up with something called half shower, which you could either do from your right side or from your left side. But then you think, instead of doing it every other throw, what if I just did it on every single throw? And if you did this, you'd end up with something called reverse cascade, which is actually the exact reverse of a normal cascade, where instead of throwing every ball from the inside, you're throwing every ball from the outside. And that's just the beginner progression of juggling, which I have in my community for completely free, and if you want to learn, check it out. Or if you want to learn something a little more complicated, I have that too.